Miss Addison, I presume?
A presumptuous man. We're off to a shaky start, Mr. Clark. Any trouble finding the place?
Interesting spot for a tea date.
Complaints so early in the relationship, Mr. Clark?
Oh no, Miss Addison. Charming. Very charming.
The sea is calming. I find it's forever beckoning me.
The treasure map was a nice touch.
Life is a treasure, Mr. Clark. Never so more on an endless summer day, when the sea breeze fills your lungs. I hunger for that sea breeze. I could scarcely stay away.
I see you've brought your binoculars.
Always good to keep an eye out for gales forming in the horizon, or ships in distress. Are you familiar with the tale of the ghost ship, Mr. Clark?
The pair of doomed lovers.
Were they lovers? In the beginning, perhaps.
Yes, I've heard that tale a time or two. It's said the fated couple met on a date just like this.
Just precisely here, so the tale is told. Such a promising beginning, gazing upon a boundless horizon, a vision of a hopeful future together. A bit presumptuous for a first date, perhaps.
No, love was surely in the wind.
Ah yes, that goddamn wind.
It said that they had many happy voyages that summer, spending long lazy days on his sailboat.
But every summer has its storms, eh, Mr. Clark? Something about another woman?
A complete misunderstanding, or at least that's the way I heard it.
They took the boat out to air out their differences, to clear the air. They argued violently.
Discussed with a degree of passion.
Potato? She should have seen it coming. The name of the sailboat should have clued her in. An ill wind? Who names her boat an ill wind?
An ironist?
And how freakish is that? The height of their tempest. The boom managed to become loose and catch the binocular strap looped around her neck.
Yes, a bad bit of luck that was.
And how odd is it that he knows that she's no longer aboard? That she was hanging near death out over the water?
Oh, surely he noticed, but getting the boom back when the wind is up isn't exactly easy. And what is a man to do then? Go to prison for something that the wind did? The inquest found him innocent.
But his heart was convicted. He was haunted by the murder.
The accident, surely.
Tomato.
He'd wake at night to the sound of her strangled screams.
Like Poe's telltale heart. So he returned compulsively to this very pier where they met, with the binoculars he saved, searching for a glimpse of the past of that ghost ship.
To see whether he could be so cold as to let his lover dangle to her death before he reeled her in.
Odd that he kept those binoculars. Bit of a gruesome touch, don't you think?
He gazed endlessly out to sea, replaying the scene over and over.
Until he had almost convinced himself of his own innocence. But there was still one act left in the play.
The incident on the pier, where she took her revenge.
The presumption that he lost his balance from an ill wind.
A bitch of a wind, pitiless and vengeful.
And, preoccupied with his binoculars, he tumbled off the pier and smashed his skull upon the rocks, waiting just beneath the water's surface.